Today we are privileged to have Mr. Devaki, an expert in pranayama. In fact, we are privileged to have her in our global Rotary Yoga program today. She is a very well-known specialist in pranayama, and many of her books have been sold in a huge numbers. So, without taking much time, and then pranayama is one of the greatest things that can happen for yoga and meditation. And then a hearty welcome to Devaki Pranayama on my behalf and on behalf of all of you here who have come from many parts of the world, especially from India and other parts of here. Devaki ji, we are privileged and honored to have your presence. We eagerly look forward to your experience and your excellent talk on pranayama here. Hearty welcome to all of you here. Sumi, you want to say any profile or anything like that about Devaki ji?
Yes, sir. Sir, namaste.
Yeah.
Namaste, everyone. Namaskar.
Namaskara, madam.
And warm welcome to each one of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
My heartfelt gratitude to Sri Ravi, Sri Rangakrishna, and team for providing this opportunity to spread scientific pranayama. Today, we begin on a journey into one of the most profound yet scientifically grounded inner tools, scientific pranayama. We are going to just know about the foundation of the science. Our focus is not just on how to breathe, but on why and what happens inside us when we breathe mindfully. That is the subject. Today's subject, scientific pranayama, a global breath science for mental clarity and physical vitality. This session, let me share my screen, okay? Scientific pranayama, breathing science for mental clarity and physical vitality. This session will not dig into techniques like Anulom Vilom or Ujjayi or any other pranayams. Those will be addressed in detail in the following 4 sessions by my senior most well-trained, experienced disciple and Scientific Pranayama Foundation Trust Secretary Srimati Sita Ramesh. Today, let us build the scientific foundation, that's all, so that those techniques are practiced with deeper understanding and confidence. Other 4 weeks, you can go with, you can understanding and confidently you can practice another 4th session. Today is the scientific foundation so that those techniques are really, it's helpful to understand further classes. What is pranayama? Everybody knows. Let us have a touch on it. The word pranayama is commonly misunderstood as mere breath control. But when we see through scientific lens, pranayama is the conscious regulation of breath to influence autonomic functions. That means body process and which happen automatically without us thinking about them. These are all controlled by autonomic nervous system. Example, heart rate, digestion, breathing, physiological balance. That is homeostasis. Physiological balance means homeostasis. Example, body temperature, how to maintain, and mental clarity. That is the subject today. Let us break it down, that pranayama. Prana means life force. Ayama means action and extension. This is the meaning. Usually we'll know it. But if you go deep into it, if you see in the science lens, prana, it refers to the bioenergy that sustains life, present in each and every cell. It means the life energy that keeps every cell in the body alive and active. Ayama, expansion or extension. It is not about holding back. While you are expanding or expansion, it's not holding back, but gently, systematically adjusting the breath to activate or stimulate or calm, relax the body systems. That is actually what is pranayama. Before going to scientific pranayama, I would like to just give a touch of it. What is scientific method or methodology? What are the steps involved? Scientific methodology and its steps of the scientific method. This methodology, scientific methodology is nothing. It's a scientific way to study, understand, and prove something through observation, experimentation, and analysis. It ensures that finding a reliable, repeatable, and based on evidences, not just belief or tradition. All our traditions, it is all science only. We have to observe. Observe means here, observe the nature. Observe the nature means not like plant, that, this and all. Observe the nature of the things. It may be subjective, it may be objective. You have to see as it is. Observing the things or subject, many question arises. We have to find the answer for that. Next step is hypothesis. Hypothesis is nothing, is an educated guess, that's all. Hypothesis is educated guess or a testable statement. What we say, what we'll give, that is testable. It is an educated guess about what you think will happen in an experiment or study. It is based on observation. How you will observe, that depends upon the hypothesis, your statement. And it must be something you can measure and prove and disprove through testing. Next comes to after this hypothesis, experiment. Here, experiment means, here in the pranayama, if I take, observation means, let us observe the, for example, Bastrika pranayama. Let us observe the name first. What is Bastrika? We will get so many questions in our brain. We have to give answer for that. Many questions it arises. And you just guess what it is. Make some statement. That's hypothesis. Experiment. Here, experiment means implement on yourself. After guessing and all, you implement. Oh, you have to practice like that. Oh, we have to expand like that. Those things are all educated guess you have to do. Then you have to implement on yourself. Experiment. Then analyze. While you are experimenting, again, you have to observe and then analyze. Something is happened. On all experiments or any implementation, results will come. So you just analyze it. Just come to the conclusion. And you will know the result. Then you just share your findings to others. This is scientific methodology, which I am using for pranayama. Because in pranayama, our Veda, Shastra, everything is, it is a testable, it is a proven, it is a science, more than science. In the Jnana, Vijnana is there. So we cannot see our saints and sages' wisdom right. We cannot understand. All our scriptures are the basis of experience, their experiences, that is. That is the result, that is the fruit. How we can, really it is very difficult to understand that Veda, whatever it is there in their perception. In our perception, if we want to understand, means we have to see our wisdom level. I don't think we are all intelligent. Intelligence. We are all brainy. But we should question ourselves how much wisdom we are having. Can we digest the things? If you ask any, for me, no, I cannot. So that's why I have seen this Yoga Sutra or Pranayama or Yoga, whatever it is, whatever scriptures I will see, the Mahabharata, whatever it is, in the scientific perception. Science is easy to understand. So that is the result. This is scientific pranayama. What is scientific pranayama? On this, actually, our Krishnas are told, I have written 3 books. One is scientific pranayama, another is impact of the science of pranayama, and then compendium of the science of pranayama. It is having 1,108. I have presented this to the Modi, our beloved Modi in International Yogi Day, through our JSS Swamiji when he came. So what is scientific pranayama? Scientific pranayama is the practice of pranayama, that breath regulation, using a systematic evidence-based methodology. That is scientific methodology, grounded in modern science. When pranayama techniques are practiced, taught, or analyzed through scientific principle. If we practice, otherwise, as a yoga teacher, if I'm going to teach or analyze through scientific, if we can analyze through scientific principles, they are referred to the scientific pranayama. So, scientific pranayama becomes a tool to modulate nervous activity, influence endocrine secretion, what we call hormones, vidhi. So how the vidhi is, like that only it happens, everything we call. I will call hormones as a vidhi. How we cannot expect, how we cannot come out from the vidhi, like that only through hormonal reactions we cannot escape. So that's why I just compare this vidhi to the endocrine system, that the hormones. So it is a tool for nervous activity, endocrine secretion, cellular oxygenation, calm cognitive noise. That is our thought process. Scientific pranayama is not bound to tradition or religion. It is our pranayama, our yoga. It is not for one person. It is not for one place. It is not for one country. It is not for one religion. It is universal human science, accessible. It should accessible to all, from the ground level to the higher, from the farmer to the intellectual level. It should be accessible to everyone. Let us see physiology of breath. These things, basics and all, no, you please, if you can understand all these things, if you can digest all these things, definitely pranayama, you can understand, you can practice. You can keep up your health. First, practice pranayama to keep up our health. Then afterwards, let us become yogis, saints and sages. Let us leave that samadhi, everything for the yogis, saints and sages. Let us practice to maintain our physical health and upliftment of mental health. Let us now enter the internal world. Pranayama means it's an entry of the internal world. Yes, day before yesterday, one of my student, postgraduate diploma in science of student, I think Sri Lakshmi, in her status, she has put at first, after the first class, I have entered inner journey. Yes. Let us now enter the internal world. When we breathe consciously, we engage multiple systems like respiratory system. It enhances oxygen and carbon dioxide balance and respiratory efficiency. Oh, deep, slow breathing increases alveolar ventilation. What is this alveolar ventilation? The movement of fresh air entry. Alveoli are the air sacs which is present in the lungs. So it removes stagnant, still air. When fresh air enters inside the lungs, that alveoli, it removes the stagnant, still air and make it easier for efficient gas exchange. carbon dioxide and then oxygen. Next, let us see the cardiovascular system, how it impacts. Controlled breathing increases baroreflex sensitivity. That means baroreflex, which is crucial mechanism for maintaining stable blood pressure. That is called baroreflex. Stabilizing blood pressure, cardiovascular system. So it promotes heart rate variability. These everything knows about it, HRV. Next, let us see nervous system, how it impacts. It stimulates the vagus nerves, which is the longest nerve, starting from the digestive system to the brain. It stimulates, you just see the vagus system passes through almost all the system in our body, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is for the calmness, relaxation, reducing anxiety, and improving digestion, sleep, hormonal balances. We will say, no, we cannot escape from the Vidhi. Yes, you practice scientific pranayama, you can little bit, you can escape from the Vidhi. That means hormonal imbalances. Endocrine system. Pranayama reduces cortisol hormone, which is stress hormone. This hormone is the reason for everything. And modulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, HPA, which is present in our body. That is very, very important. Through that only everything will happen. Regular practice can regulate thyroid, insulin, and even reproductive hormone. Because of hormonal imbalances, we will have diabetic, we will have thyroid, we will have reproductive issues because of stress. Cellular health, oxygen is the currency of our life. We should earn the currency by practicing pranayama. Oxygen is the currency of life. Efficient breathing reduces oxidative stress, enhances mitochondrial function. Mitochondria, each cell will have a mitochondria, one portion. That is the powerhouse where we can lock the energy. From the pranayama, what happened? We will lock our energy. We will hold our energy inside. Whenever we need extra energy in stress level, life disasters, we can use that. So our health, it is not going to impact. That is mitochondrial function. The scientific pranayama impact on the mitochondria enhances and delays cellular aging. You are looking a little bit, your aging level, no? It is delays in 60 plus or 50 plus, some 10 years less like that you will look like. The rhythm of your breath is the rhythm of your life. That is my conclusion for this. So let us see mental clarity through breath. How the mental clarity will come through the breath. Mental clarity, that neurocognitive view, let us speak about it. Mental clarity through breath means let us talk about the brain. In modern times, mental fog, distraction, fatigue, and emotional instability are on the rise nowadays. Mental fog, much. Distractions, the children, they cannot focus, they are not concentrating. Many cases used to come in the student level for me, for the counseling. Fatigue, emotional instability, cannot manage our emotions. You just takes anger, cannot manage. So these are all due to the stress. Let us see how our scientific pranayama will look after this. Increase alpha and theta brain waves. That is seen in EEG. Alpha theta brainwave associated with a calm alertness and intuition. you practice scientific pranayama, this alpha, then theta brain waves enhances their position, so which is associated with a calm alertness and then intuition. In that way, mental clarity easily we will get. Improve prefrontal cortex activity. Prefrontal cortex activity, the center of decision making. Usually for your success, for your decision depends upon the place of decision, the matter of decision, then how you will take that, the time of decision making. So this clarity, for this no reason is our prefrontal cortex in the brain outer layer. So it enhances, it improves this decision making, our willpower, how we will stand for our decision, and planning. Planning is very, very important in the life. So all those things, no, definitely scientific pranayama will address. Because how it address? It increases alpha and theta brain waves. When these two brain waves increases means whatever you will decision, you can change. You just see, I am not telling, just see, practice with focus some 15 days or 1 month. You see the changes within you. Your own people, they started telling, hey, what Devaki, you are a little bit, everything is changed. They will only recognize you. So reduces amygdala activations. What is this amygdala activation? Thus, lowering reactivity, fear, and emotional impulsiveness. These are all the amygdala that is in the brain region. We are talking about the brain region. These are all the reason that amygdala, that portion is the reason. This lower their activity. It impacts on the fear, emotional impulsiveness. What else we need? Scientific study says a 2021 MRI-based study published in Neuroimage showed that mindful breathing altered connectivity in the default mode network. We will have our own neuron network. So pranayama works in the neuron level. So the seat of mind wandering, thus enhancing focus. Here the connectivity is improved, it is altered. These are all this in 2021 MRI-based study published this paper. So in this way, enhancing our brain waves, amygdala and prefrontal activities, mental clarity will improve. This will address a scientific pranayama. Let us see relevance or appropriate to global health, how this scientific pranayama relevance or appropriate to global health. Why is scientific pranayama a global need? This question, these are all question arises within me. Mental health epidemic helps combat stress, anxiety, fatigue, burnout. WHO reports depression and anxiety as leading causes of disability worldwide. It reports WHO. Breath-based therapies have now become part of CBT. All doctors in my scientific pranayama family, many doctors, scientists, they are all accepted. They are practicing. They will make their patients to practice. They are all referring to me. Why you are taking only these medications and all? You please go and learn scientific pranayama. So these breath-based therapies have now become part of CBT. trauma therapy, and mindfulness-based stress reduction. Here, mainly thing we can understand, if we can release our stress, so our health automatically, it started uplifting. Stress is the main reason for everything. WHO, it has reported that's the main reason. In one paper, I have seen 80% of our health issues, stress is the main reason. Yes, I do agree. I experienced. I have seen the people because I am counseling thousands. Lifestyle disorders, that means aids immune system, digestion and hormonal balance. That's a diabetic, obesity, hypertension, PCOS. Wherever you will go, you will keep on hearing all these things. All have strong connection with autonomic imbalance and then stress. Autonomic imbalance, that means which is not in our hand. It happens. Naturally, it happens. That if it is imbalances that autonomic activities and the stress is increases, all these things, health issues, definitely we are welcoming these health issues. Scientific pranayama helps regulate this autonomic chaos. That means disorders. Definitely it addresses. Environmental toxins and immunity, I need not say, we're all staying in Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi, cities like. In polluted cities, pranayama promotes detoxification through better oxygen exchange. For detoxification, you need not go to what I can say, where you are going for the yes, for the detoxification, you will go many some stays and all, no? Not necessary if you can practice pranayama. Detoxification through better oxygenation exchange. When oxygen goes inside, automatically all our impure, that means carbon dioxide will come out. Through that, our negative thoughts also will come out. These are all things you are going to learn in further weeks. Aging population. As we age, lung capacity and cognitive sharpness decline. Yes, I have seen the aging. I'm counseled aging parents. Really, their mental, the process now, which they are experiencing their family. Because of their aging, it is decline. Memory will decline. Our lungs capacity, when lungs capacity will decline, that exchange of the gas. That means oxygen level in the cells, it's reduced. Oxygen is the main reason for our cells activity, right? When it reduces, our body is made up of 37 plus trillion cells. All cells to work properly, efficiently, they need oxygen. By aging, it automatically, this is the nature. The children has to observe, this is the nature, it happens. So then cognitive sharpness also, yes, memory power, something like that. They may not remember the number, they may not remember the place, something it will have, they may not remember the incident. So scientific pranayama maintains respiratory elasticity. Enough. If your respiratory system is good, everything it addresses. That elasticity, Hooke's law of elasticity, it impacts on scientific. All our cells are elastic in nature. We have to observe this, we have to understand this. When they're all elasticity in nature, means our body, all parts of our body, all the system, all the process, whatever it is there, everything is elasticity in nature. Here we have to implement Hooke's law of elasticity. Expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction. It needs some exercise for that. You just take some rubber or rubber band, if you keep somewhere for some days, after that, if you take that, elasticity will go off. So the scientific pranayama addresses this respiratory elasticity by practicing pranayamas and supports neuroprotection. Neurotransmitters, they started working beautifully. So, quote from WHO, I would like to share with you. Breath-based therapy should be prioritized in primary prevention and community health system. This is the quote from WHO. So why we are delaying? Why we are ignoring? We have to question ourselves. Yogic framework. Let us take some yogic framework. This yogic framework, let us understand in the perception of science, in the science lens. Panchakosha and Ashtanga context. Let us talk. Let us integrate the yogic perspective, but through a scientific lens. Panchakosha. Pranayama purifies and harmonizes these 5 sheaths. If you practice scientific pranayama, minimum of 30 minutes. Minimum of 30 minutes. It purifies all these 5 sheaths, 5 layers, 5 koshas. Annamaya kosha, that is physical body, enhances oxygenation, reduces pain. See the beauty. Physical, just through the pranayama practice, your physical, in the physical body, enhances oxygen, gives more oxygenation, and pain reduces. Pranayama kosha, pranamaya kosha, that's an energy body. Regulates biofield, balances energy flow. Manomaya kosha, that means a mind layer, mind body, calms fluctuation, reduces mental chatter. This is. First, let us understand these sheets, these koshas. Then how scientific pranayama addresses all these things. Annamaya kosha means it's a physical body. Pranayama kosha means energy body. Manomaya kosha means mind. Here calms fluctuation, reduces mental. What happens here? Vijnanamaya kosha, wisdom layer, that we have to ask how much we are having. Promotes insight and clarity. Anandamaya kosha, bliss layer. Ananda. Sukha is entirely different from Ananda. Touches inner stillness and equanimity. So scientific pranayama is the bridge that viruses penetrates through these layers. Scientific pranayama, it pierces, penetrates through these layers, offering clarity, vitality, harmony. Friends, you please think. These are all not blah blah. Research oriented, result oriented, proven one. Ashtanga yoga relevance. Let us take Patanjali system places prana. See, you just see, let us take Patanjali Sutra only. Our Patanjali system places pranayama after asana and before pratyahara. Because breath is the transition gate. That is the gate. Pranayama kosha, pranamaya kosha, that is the gate. From body to mind, manomaya kosha. Without breath mastery, meditative absorption is impossible. You have to become a breath mastery. Without breath mastery, meditative absorption is impossible. Don't say if you you don't have control on breath means I don't believe that you are slide into the meditation. Meditation is not the thing which we can practice. It should happen. When it happens, your breath control. When you can observe the breath, when you can follow the breath, then meditation, it happens. A vision for humanity. Scientific pranayama, global breath science. Breath is beyond culture. It's biological and spiritual. One who conquers breath becomes the fearless. They don't fear for anything. We are living in a time of information, overloaded, full of noise. Noise means not that physical noise, our internal noise. We are living in that. And emotional exhaustion, that means stress. What if the answer is not learning more, but just stopping for a moment, a pause, finding some quiet, a space, and taking a deep breath. And take a deep breath. Scientific pranayama is not a luxury. It's a necessity. And it is our collective responsibility to make this accessible in schools, defensive sectors, hospitals, homes, prisons, universities, and even in policy making and public health campaign. This is especially we're all in yoga field, yoga, so-called yoga teacher. It is our responsibility to take pranayama to everywhere. Let us become ambassador for conscious breathing. One who masters breath, masters life. One who masters breath becomes fearless. Scientific prana daily, if you can practice 30 minutes or other 4 weeks. My disciple, Srimati Sita Ramesh, I think she is present here. She will teach you. She is a trained, experienced. She has attended more than 100 classes with me. I am having confidence she will teach you everything. Here, everything is science-based. Observation. We can take one example of Bhastrika. Just I will give you this. Bhastrika, Pranayama. We have to observe what we need to observe here. We have to observe what is that Bhastrika? Why they keep this name as a Bhastrika? Then you will get many questions. You started searching for that. What is the meaning? Then you will get bellows. And keep on study about the bellows. Just go through bellows, how it works, what it does. To just expel, just to practice that, just to operate that tool. Bhastrika, it is a tool. Just to operate that, what we have to do. In which way we have to operate. Because Bhastrika, they are using, that is a tool using to generate abundance heat. That is Bhastrika. So abundance heat, it should generate means that heat, it melts the metal. You just see the density of that heat. It melts the metal. That's why they are using in olden days. Nowadays, it's a very rare. In olden, maybe in a village, they may be using this. In olden days, they used to use, because I have seen all these Bhastrika, it will come to near house only. They used to come there. I have seen that metal. It is just melting. It's become like a liquid fluid. That is Bhastrika. That is. Let us think. Why our saints and sages? Because they are not here to explain why they keep this name. All our in Vedas, Shastras, whatever it is, then all Anvartanama. That means it is appropriate. So why they kept this name for this pranayama? That means we have to, if you practice this pranayama, abundance of heat will produce inside our body. So we have to be very careful. Because it melts the metal, means in such a range of heat, it will be the temperature. When that heat will generate, you have to operate in such a way. You have to use the principle. What principle they are using for that tool? Pascal's the law of pressure, physics principle. We have to observe that Pascal's law, what Pascal says. If you can understand all these things, definitely Bastrika, you can practice like bellows. You're all going to experience that. So here, there it in Bastrika, the tool, no, it melts the metal in our body. What metal it is? Yes, you are having iron deficiency, you are having a magnesium deficiency. That is not the metal here. Here again, we have to observe our body made up of what? Our body made up of three substances, three doshas. One is in liquid form, one is in gaseous form, another one is solid form. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. We all know about our bodies. These three should be in the balance. Otherwise, we will have respective diseases if it is imbalanced. So here we have to compare again. Which one we can compare the metal to in all these three things? Kapha, Vata, Pitta. Vata, it's like a air. It's a gaseous in state. Pitta, it's like a fluid, hormonal secretion. Kapha. So we can compare this iron, this metal to the kapha. Then we can come to one conclusion. Repeat that by practicing, implementing. You keep on implementing, you just see. My God, so much kapha. When I started in 2006, February, I have started this pranayama. I used to keep one bowl near me. So much kapha, where it was. For you guys also it comes. Excess kapha. Not all kapha. If all kapha comes out, again that imbalances. Excess kapha, it removes. Hypothesis. Educated guess. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, gaseous, fluid, and then solid. We have to compare. In that way, each and every pranayama, we can observe and question formations. If you can answer all the questions, experiment. Where you are going to experiment? Don't experiment on others because it is your educated guess. Implement on yourself. Experiment on yourself. Then it come to one conclusion. Yes, see, my body is becoming heated up. Yes, kapha is coming off. You experience. Repeat. Then you share your results to others. That's what I have done. I have not done anything for the pranayama or yoga. Nothing I have done. Just being a psychologist, I'm interested in all science. Since my childhood, I'm a little bit analytic. Always I used to ask questions for mother, my grandmother. My mother is the guru. My mother is the friend. My mother is my amma. She's for everything. So in that way, I have seen this pranayama. When I started practicing this, actually, we are in our mother say we are all asthmatic. He also used to take Forocart daily, inhaler. I used to take that. My mother used to take. My grandmother used to take. After practicing this pranaya, I did not feel like take that inhaler. Till now, I have not touched that. Also, I had a sneezing. At a time, if I start sneeze means minimum 100. Just after 15 days, these are all things started reducing. I started asking question myself. I cannot ask my teacher, see whatever in the book, I taught you, that's all. I started asking myself, I digging everything myself. I am become guru for myself. I started refer all physics books. I started seeing all principles. Like this, like in this way. Actually, I'm a thyroid patient since 15 years. I'm suffering from thyroid. But I'm not taking single tablets, my dear friends, till now. It is within 6.1, 6.2. Every 3 months, once I'll go to the lab, I will take the report of thyroid. Our doctor, I will show to the doctor. Doctor says, no, till 10, we are not giving medication. It's okay for you. How it is possible? It's not a miracle. I don't believe in miracle. It's not miracle. Ma'am, you have done something. It's really your God and all. No, I have not done anything. Just I told you, receiving end is important. How you will take, what you will take. That's because of my pranayama. Then also 10 years back, when uterus, a doctor suggested to operate. I requested some 3 months. They had given. I practiced some package in my own guessing. I made some package and started practicing. After 3 months, after 6 months, again I have gone for the scanning. The uterus is normal. Nothing is there. Doctor only asked me, did I say? Thank God I had the report. I showed. So I escaped from the surgery. These are all the, it's in everybody's life, not only my life, everyone, all human beings' life, they are having their own stress, their own level. Every family, in my family also, and for me also, many stress, many disappointment, many disaster I faced. With all these things, nothing has touched. In COVID period, all my scientific pranayama students who are all practicing regular, the COVID, the virus, it did not touch. Here again, I can take my disciple Sita Ramesh in her family, husband, mother-in-law, everyone. They are suffering from the COVID. She has only treated, but she has escaped. The COVID, it has not touched. Because pranayama layer, dharana. What is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi? Yama, niyama in everybody's life, yama, niyama should be there. Then only their life is very smooth. Yama means it's a discipline. What we want. We have to select one discipline. Here I can choose one truthfulness. Just to maintain the truthfulness in our entire life, we have to put some niyamas, some principles to maintain that. According to our attitude, according to our environment, according to our food, we have to make some niyamas. Asana, it's nothing. Physical fitness. If you are physical fit only, you can practice pranayama. Otherwise, you cannot. Asana is the yoga. Asana is the best. But some people, they cannot. Now, younger generation, they don't like to practice asanas. Maybe many reasons. Let us not force. Let them have some physical activities to keep up their physical fitness. Then comes to the pranayama. That's where who are all thinking about, just think about pranayam, I believe they are having yama niyama. I need not question, I need not teach. Without yama niyama, they can't even think about it. Then pratyahara. See, these four things, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, that's a breathing. If these four things, you should be in the master. Then other four is free. Buy four, get four free. Pratyahara, it happens. That's a bark. BK Sayenga very beautifully has compared for the tree. Pratyahara is the bark. That means we will become strong in outer layer, bark. Dharana, which runs in our body, inside. That's a dharana. Then we are slide into the dhyana. These are all. Then let us leave that samadhi. Let us leave for the saints and sages. Why you are thinking about that? Practice up to pranayam. Other things, your intellect, your body says. So thank you. Now it is the question time. Any question? Please ask me in the frame of scientific pranayama.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste.
My name is Chetan Biadgi. I am a retired physician. Main reason I'm asking your help or your guidance is that with pranayama, how can I get my life better?
So thank you, sir, for your long question and then your experience and then what you are going through. Yes, you are a physician, right? You know better than me. Say for everything, as you only explained, stress is the main reason.
Right.
It enhances everything. What it may be family, it may be environment, it may be whatever it is. It enhances. That is true. WHO only it is told. Yes, sir. Definitely, pranayama addresses this. So, first, I wanted you to learn 4 weeks. We are going to teach this scientific pranayama in this only. You please learn everything, sir. Then afterward, third week, just I will give the package. What health package? The scientific pranayama health package. Okay, you can contact me. I will give the health package. You please practice. Your best subject for me to prove this because I'm having some hundred thousands of diabetic or BP or thyroid because my doctorate it is on scientific pranayama impact on thyroid diseases.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. I have done it for nearly, I think 398 or 400 subject I have taken patients. 100% result, doctor. 100%.
Excellent. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that from the scientific pranayama, we are going to cure. No, we are helping the doctors. The
Right,
medication will reduce this.
right.
That is
And the
because
complications can be prevented.
yes, yes. I'm working on even cancer also. That also, even cancer also we are going to address. It doesn't mean that we are going to cure that cancer and all. For side effects, what they are taking, radiation or chemo and all, you know. So in that way, scientific pranayama works, daughter. Please, you will learn that. And then afterward, definitely I will give you a health package. Thank you for reach out.
Wonderful,
Others,
madam. Thank
thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank
My
you.
request is here.
Huh.
Please, not for you, sir, for everyone who are wanted to ask the question. If any doubts regarding what I have delivered the speech that, because if you are asking about your, what I can say, some health issues and all, no, you are not learned, you are not aware of scientific pranayama. How can I give health package, right? That's
True.
it's like we'll go to the doctor, we'll go to the one doctor, we are shown that for other doctors, we're asking for the prescription. Like it will happen. You please learn scientific pranayama. Afterwards, you please contact me. I am with you till I have decided, I have taken sankalpa till my last breath. I am working on this. Just I will travel in full global level. I wanted to spread this each and everybody for the humanities. Okay, please ask the question. Thank you for understanding. My phone number is there. Sita or someone, you please text the phone number in the chat box. Okay, I will tell you. You please take down 944 940 6844. Repeat, 944 940 6844. This is my phone number. Okay. Otherwise, my email ID, you can just mail to me, Devaki Madhav at gmail.com. Yes, correct. Somebody has texted that. Thank you. Yes, any questions? Ranga Krishna sir, any questions from you?
Madam, sorry to ask you another question. Till the
Yes.
next session, what should I be doing?
And they will teach you one by one pranayama, sir. First, they will teach you prerequisition before practicing pranayama, how you should be like that and all, how your environment and all. They will start teaching pranayama. Within 4 classes, now they will complete that.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Then one more request to hear from all global level, you're all just log in this. In your place, please organize free scientific pranayama camp. Scientific pranayama camp, minimum 4 days, maximum 5 days. Just I will come over there. I will conduct scientific pranayama cast free of cost. There is no registration at all. There we can have, please extend your helping hand to organize the free scientific pranayama. If anybody interested to organize camp in your place, anywhere in the world, you please contact me.